Hello students, today I will start compound interest, but before starting compound interest you should know what is simple interest. Okay, so simple interest we have got an idea about simple interest from class 7. Anyway, so what is P? P is the principal. P is the principal, that is the main amount which is to be increased or which is to be deposited at the bank, that is called principal. And what is rate of interest? Rate of interest means rate of interest is a rule by which your deposit will be increased. That is a rule by which your interest rate of interest will be increased, right? And second money, the number one is SI, simple interest, equal to PTR by 100. P is principal, T is time, but T is time, it is not sufficient. Time in year. That means if it is in days, you have to divide it by 365. If it is in month, you have to divide by 12. Then only you can use the formula. Okay. And R is rate of interest per annum. Rate of interest per annum. Right. So in this way you can calculate the simple interest. Now we are going to compound interest. What is compound interest? Compound interest is nothing. Look here, the principal is not changing. All the time principal remains same. Whether for if you deposit the money for 3 years or 4 years, if it is in simple interest, the principal will not change. Principal will remain same all through the year, all through the 2 years or 4 years or 5 years. But in case of compound interest, the principal is changing. Why? Because the principal of one conversion period, by principal of 1 year, or the amount of 1 year will be the principal of second year. The amount of second year will be the principal of third year. In this way, it is calculated. Suppose I have deposited ₹1000 in a bank and it is 10% interest per annum. It is given. So I am getting interest 1000 into, applying this formula, 10 by 100 into 1, that is ₹100. I am getting the interest ₹100. Now whether it is simple interest or compound interest, obviously it is simple interest because the money is fixed here and it is for 1 year. So amount after 1 year, will be how much? The principal is ₹1000 plus interest is ₹100, therefore ₹1100. This is the amount for the first year. That is, after 1 year, amount will be this one, and this will be the principal for the second year, and this ₹1100 will be the interest, will be the principal for second year. Look, at the first year the principal was ₹1000, but then the second year the principal is ₹1100. That is, principal is changing because the amount of first year will be the principal of second year. The amount of second year will be the principal of third year, provided rate of interest is given per annum. But in another way we can, that is, bank can lend interest. It may be semi-annually, it may be quarterly, or it may be monthly. Okay. So suppose it is this is the interest. Now for doing compound interest, there are two forms. That is, the one way, whatever I have done in this here, that means you just find the interest, add with the principal, and will get the new principal, and again you find the interest and add. In this way you can process. That is one rule for finding compound interest and compound interest related sums. But there are some other rule which we can use for solving the problems related to compound interest, and that is the formula which we have already done in class 8 most probably. Anyway, now we are going to what is the formula of finding compound interest. Okay, this is A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. What is A? A is the amount. A is the amount. What is P? P is the principal. P is the principal. A is the amount. Amount means principal plus interest. Whether it is simple or compound, we'll discuss it later. Okay. Well, R is rate of interest. Rate of interest per annum. It may be semi-annually, it may be quarterly, whatever may be. And what is N? This is very important. This is called conversion period. Conversion period. That is the number of times interest given in 1 year. Okay, sir, I didn't understand. Okay, you didn't understand. Okay, no problem. Suppose interest is given 10% per annum. Okay, and time is 1 year. So for simple interest, we have, and the principal was rupees. Principal was rupees 1000. This thing we have done already, just in the previous example. So what we have got interest 1100. 1100. That was the amount after 1 year. But interest was given per annum. Now suppose the interest is given semi-annually. That means semi-annually means in 1 year, 6 months, there will be 2 conversion period. That means N will be 2. That is, in 1 year there will be 2 interest. 2 times interest will be given. So 10% per annum time 1 year. But if interest being paid semi-annually, then rate will be 10 by 2, because semi-annually means in 1 year there is 6 months, so dividing by 2, that is 5% semi-annually. Okay, and the time will be, look, in case of here, N will be 2, because 2 times interest is given. In the first case, after 6 months, interest given, and that interest is added to the principal, and the principal is also changed, and the end of next 6 months, he or she will get another interest. That is why N will be 2. That is, in 1 year, the number of times interest given in 1 year. So in 2 times he or she is getting interest, that is N equal to 2. Now applying this formula, we can find the amount. What will be the amount? The amount equal to 1000. P is 1000. 1 plus rate is 5 by 2. Rate is 5%. So what we are getting? 1000 into 1 plus 1 by 20 whole square, that is 1000 into 21 by 20 into 21 by 20. 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. 2 5s are 10. So what we are getting? 5 into 441, right? 5 into 441 by 2, right? Rupees. Whatever may be there. So something like that. Look, the amount is more. In the first case, simple interest, the amount was 1000. No, this is sorry. See, this is 1125. 11125. At that case, that was 1100, but here 1112.5. So amount is increased due to compound interest. Okay. So in case of, suppose it is not that all the year interest will be given same. Suppose in first year, this formula can be changed. Suppose in first year interest given R1%. In the first year it is given R1%. In the second year it is given R2%, R3%, in this way. So after 3 years the amount will be, just use the formula, amount will be P into 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100 into 1 plus R3 by 100. That will be the amount. That will be the amount. Okay. So in this way we can use the formula amount. We can find the amount. Although the interest rate of interest is different, just we use the formula. Okay. Suppose it is given that suppose time is given 2 year 5 months. 2 year 5 months. 2 year 5 months. It is given. So in that case, amount will be P into 1 plus R by 100 whole square. That is for 2 years, right? And then it will be 1 plus 5 by 12 R by 100. 5 by 12 R by, sorry. Yes, that will be 5 by 12 R. Just a minute. Okay. So in this way we can get the total amount after 2 year 5 months. Okay. Now we come, why 5 by 12? Because 5 months converted to years, so 5 by 12. So now we'll do some numericals on this part. Here look, determine the rate of CI, that is determine the compound interest on rupees 6250 for 9 months at the rate of 10% per annum. Look, it is given that for 9 months 10% per annum, and interest is being paid. Interest is being paid quarterly. So here rate of interest will be what? 10 by 4. Quarterly means in 1 year there will be 4 times interest will be given. So rate will be 10 by 4% quarterly. That is 2.5% quarterly. Right? Now what is N? N will be 3, because after 3 months the bank is giving interest. So in 9 months there will be 3 times interest. So that is why N equal to 3. Now amount equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power N, using this formula. So that is, what is P? P is 6250. 1 plus 2.5 by 100 whole to the power 3. I am doing here 6250. 1 plus 25 by 10 into 1000. I think you can understand. 6250 into 1 plus 3 by 40 whole cube. That is 6250 into 43 by 40 whole cube. Right? So just go for this multiplication. 6250 into 43 into 43 into 43 by 40 into 40 into 40. Right? Cancel. Right? So interest will be, compound interest will be amount minus principal. What is the amount? This one, that is 20 rupees. 25 into 43 into 43 into 43 by 8 into 8 into 4 minus, what is the principal? The principal was 6250, and you will calculate, and ultimately you will get 480.57, most probably 480.57. Please check the calculation. Okay. In this way we can find the interest. Look, it is, the interest was being paid quarterly. That is why we have divided the rate by 4. Okay. And for similarly we have to divide by 2. Now we will go to the next sum. Determine the rate of interest for a sum that becomes एतो times of itself in एतो year, लेकिन compounded semi-annually. But we have to find rate of interest per annum. Right? Here let solution. Let principal be rupees P. Right? So amount Amount will be 216 by 125p, because amount will be eto times of p, right? Okay. Now rate we don't know, but 1.5 year means 3 by 2 year. That means 3 into half year. That is 3 half year. Rate of interest is given for 3 half year. Okay. And compounded semi-annually, right? So we use this formula, A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. That means what is P? We don't know. Here we will write 216 by 125p. 1 plus R we don't know. That we have to find. What is n? Here n will be 3, because 3 half years. But one thing you should remember, whatever the rate is finding from here, that will be rate of interest semi-annually, not annually, because we are using here 3. From this equation, the rate what we will get R, that will be semi-annually, not annually. So P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the 1. This P cancel. So we get, this is 6 cube, this is 5 cube, right? Equal to 1 plus R by 100 whole cube. So comparing, what we get, 6 by 5 equal to 1 plus R by 100. So from here we get 6 by 5 minus 1 equal to R by 100. So we get 5 equal to 6 minus 5 equal to R by 100. So this is equal to 1 by 5 into 100 equal to R. R equal to 20. So rate of interest 20% semi-annually. That is 40% per annum. This is the answer. Whenever in the question it is asked the rate of interest, that means by default it is per annum. So the rate of interest is 20% semi-annually, but 40% annum. This is the answer. Okay. So here we have found the rate of, we have calculated the rate of interest. Okay. Here in what time will rupees eto amount to eto? That means this is principal portion and this is amount portion. What you have to find? Time. That is n you have to find. Per annum. That means interest is given once in a year. So here P equal to rupees 15625, amount equal to rupees 17576, and rate equal to 4% per annum. So using the formula, A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. What is A? 17576. What is P? 15625. 1 plus 4 by 100 whole to the power n. 17576. Just write 17576 by 15625. This is equal to 25 is the LCM, 25 plus 1 whole to the power n. So we are getting 17576 by 15625 equal to 26 by 25 whole to the power n. Look, this you should know this one. This is the cube of 25. So obviously it will be the cube of 26 if your calculation is right. So it is 26 cube by 25 cube. Sir, how will I calculate this one? Go for this one. Write this way. 17576 to again to again to again to again to again to, right? Oh, 17576, right? Yes, there is some calculation mistake. Okay. So ultimately you will get this is 26 cube, this is 25 cube. That is equal to 26 by 25 whole n. So comparing we get n equal to 3. So look here, the rate of interest was 4% per annum. So time equal to here, time equal to 3 years. Okay. So let me check once again, 17576 by this one, right? This is 26 cube and this is 25 cube. Okay. So in this way, you just calculate, split the factor, you will get 26. Cube root of this one is 26. And another one factor, you can go by this one. Look, you don't have to do this one. If it is a calculation, look, 17576, you have already done in class 8. So these three portion and this portion. So what is the nearest cube root? This is 2 cube is 8 and 3 cube is 27. So for this cube root 2. And for this 576, look, at the unit place, this is 6. So 6 cube gives 6 in the unit place, that is 216. 6 cube equal to what? 6 cube equal to 216. So in the unit place 6, so it will be 6. Naturally it will be 6. And for this case 15625. But if it is calculation is right, then only you can do this. If your calculation is, suppose you have written 17476. No, that is not right. If your calculation is okay, then otherwise don't go for that one. Don't go for estimation. Go for that split up method or prime factorization method, you will get it. Okay. Okay. So now we'll do the next sum. So in the first sum we have done where we have calculated compound interest. In the second sum most probably we have done time or rate. We have calculated how to find rate of interest, and in the previous sum we have done how to calculate time. Here we will find how to calculate, or I will show you how to calculate principal or sum that is invested. Same formula, we will use same formula. What sum invested for Atho? That means the answer is what sum, that means what you have to find the principal. Solution. Let the principal be rupees P. Okay. Time is Atho, but compounded half yearly. This is very important. And rate of interest 4% per annum. Rate 4% per annum, that is 4 by 2% per annum. Why by 2? Because half yearly. If it is quarterly, if it is given quarterly, then by 4. If it is given quarterly, then by 4. Acha. So rate 4% per annum, that is 4 by 2% per annum, that is 2%. Sorry, 2% half yearly. Half yearly. That is 2% half yearly. Okay. Now using the formula, you will write using the formula P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. What is amount 136251? What is principal? Principal is that you have to find. 1 plus what is rate of interest? 2 by 100. Now n, what is n? N will be 3 year. Why? 1.5 year. That is 3.5 year. You didn't understand? Okay, no problem. Half year. That is 3 by 2 year, right? That is 3 into half years. So n equal to 3. 136251 P. 1 plus 1 by 50 whole cube. Whole cube, right? 136251 P into Atho cube, right? Now we have to find P. How to calculate P? Now you just see here. 136251 into 50 into 50 into 50. These will go ahead. And here 51 into 51 into 51. That means you will get P, right? Okay. Now calculate by 3 7s are Again 17 to the 34. Okay, go for this one. 17 4 5 4 1 7 34. Four. Right, 4 5 4 1 7, and dividing by 17, what we are getting? 17 to the 34. 4. 27. It's not coming. Just a minute, I have to check the calculation. No, there is some problem. This should be 132651. So all the part will be changed. That's why not coming. Sorry, I'm extremely sorry. 132651, 132651, 132651, 132651. Right? So it is coming 132651 into 50 into 50 into 50, right, equal to P by 51 into 51 into 51, 51 into 51 into 51, right? Now you go for this one, 17. Right? Now you calculate for 17, 4, 4, 2, 1, 7, 34. Right? 0, 1, 2601. 2601. Now we know 51 into 51, 26, or you can have 51 into 51, or you get this one. So what you are getting? 50 into 50 into 125, 000, that is equal to 5. So, principal. So, required sum. Answer, required sum equal to rupees 125,000. That is the principal that has to be invested. Okay. Hope you have understood. There are 4 or 5 types of sums. I have discussed 4 types of sums. There are some another types of sums you should practice. Okay, I think there will be no problem. The basic things I have discussed. Okay, thank you and thanks for watching my channel.